Hello boys and girls, today we're going to do ceramic luminaries with a little candle in them. So it's a closed cylinder technique, and I'll show you here. I've copied this. This is my friend's Kristen Flournoy. She makes these and I was using it and it was really nice. You just take a little candle there, vigil light, put it in there and it shines nice. I keep mine on this piece of slate tile, but I don't think you need that. But anyway, here's other versions. You could make a luminary like this, or this could also be like a small bird feeder. You could make even a little bigger as a bird feeder. Could make a bird house. These are all closed cylinder techniques. And then this one was closed cylinder turned into a jar. And this is a salt pig. The only difference is you leave a little space for the salt to go in there when you at your kitchen. And here's a closed cylinder technique that's called a cadigan. So there's no lid in it. It's just a teapot, and then you put the water in from the bottom. And then this is just a closed cylinder that I formed into some kind of sculpture. So anyway, here we go. We will show you this, and I have other videos on there, on the channel here, showing some techniques. Alright. So, basically just set this diameter for yourself, and I just leave a bottom on there. I'll show you another version I have in a minute, but for now I don't have my needle, so that'll be fine. I'm pretty sure that's the right depth. And then I will do the pull. Usually I just try to keep my pull coming inward so that it's not, so I can collar in real good. You know, I could stop right there if I wanted, but with the luminary, you want the walls, you're going to cut through the walls, so sometimes it's nice that they're not monstrously thick, you know. So, I would clean this up a little, and we'll collar in. One I made, I wanted to leave this open on one. I made it like a kiln chimney. So that's, you know, all the while you're working with this, you can see that you could stop anywhere. You know, you could stop there and make your shape, or I could. And you don't really want to you're trying to. You can see there's a classic shape. All these, you're going through all these shapes, but you don't want to close it off at the top. You want to close it off here. A lot of times I'll do it that way, or I'll use my if that gets too bulky, sometimes I just cut it off. Here's where it could be like a birdhouse knob, but if I really, normally what I'll do is if I'm cutting this off, I can use a wooden rib like this, and you just keep coming in and it'll pinch itself closed like that. So the first 100 or so of those are hard, then after that's a piece of cake. Okay, so that's that. Now what I'll do is I'll come over here and I'll show you what we got. Is I just take like this would be my thing. Sometimes I can trim if I want or not, but if I just have to have a space for my candle to go in here. Like here's what I was sort of copying, and so I made a little more space because I had trouble getting my hand in there. The trouble with this is when you cut these, like say I cut this and take this out of here, is that if this sharp edge can sometimes, the crack can continue on. You can form a crack there. So you have to be careful not to let that happen. And sometimes if there's a crack, I'll just cut it across it like that and that'll stop it. But that's the problem. If you start cutting a bunch of these in this direction, you can get cracking. So you'll just have to mess around with your design. And so what I did on this one was I made more round holes to see if that worked better. So like I marked these with a pipe, just a circle. If you had a little, there's circle cutters that you can buy. You could just press it in there and make your circular hole. Okay. So and then you come in and you're going to come in and clean all this up. And then I just thought this would be nice because you have like a little chimney, like a. And then another design I sort of thought of while I was doing this was the problem with this was getting the candle in and out. And so I thought, well, what if I just have this and have a little candle sitting in like that? And so this is a version of, it's actually like a bowl with a plate, or this could be a butter dish. So all these things are, you know, versions of each other, and you can make like 1,000 and then come back tomorrow.